Now this is a nice ball in, but overran it a little bit. Rafferty, Kugler, now trying to turn the corner. Kugler trying to get a cross in, got it off the wrong side of her foot, and then will go out for a goal kick. Field really didn't seem that tore up. As I mentioned, the game last night that featured the Minnesota United FC as they took on Bournemouth out of the Premier League. So these, you expect a little wear and tear. I mean, we've had, as I mentioned, games here all last weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then had the day off, and there was a Minnesota United game here last Saturday as well. I'm not sure. I believe they're going to have one this Saturday as well. And so this field will definitely take a pounding over the next couple of days for sure. Well, good news for the Phoenix as Monet Alonso Cruz moving around down there. Looks as though she is going to be healthy enough to check back into the game as she is warming up right now for the Phoenix. For those of you who don't remember, she took one off the side of the head pretty much at point blank range, was checked out over in the medical tent over there, and looks as though she is able to come back in, and the Phoenix will have her as the one substitution coming in. Good battle for the ball over there on the far side. But out of bounds it goes. A goal kick coming. So Trescott will have the goal kick as the Phoenix ready to check in their substitution, Alonso Cruz. If you're just joining us, we're 5 minutes into our second half, so 36th minute of play in this one. We have no score between the top two teams at Pool A, two undefeated teams. The undefeated teams keep going, as I mentioned. Coming up next, U13 boys is a team from Marion, Kansas. Takes on the Sports Club, or Academy Sports Club out of Minnesota. This one chipped ahead. It's going to go just wide. Sherwood Park so far 3 shots and 1 corner on the game. And by shots, I'm not counting just the ones that are on frame. I'm counting both the ones that are on frame and the ones that miss wide. And so keep that in mind. So Grazzini will give up the goal kick to her Minneapolis United counterpart, as actually got that foot up kind of high. That was Lindsay Sellinger. We got a player down on the pitch. for Sherwood Park, and the referee has come over, and it looks like she is waving the coach onto the field. Nicole Miller is the team leader for Sherwood Park. George Brady, the head coach. And I'm not sure if this is a cramped situation or if this is something that happened. It looked like it was away from the play, and she is well, she's going to be literally carried off the field so they can keep things moving. So the one substitution will check in for the Phoenix on the injured player, which I did not get a number, by the way, but obviously dinged up enough where she had to be carried off the field by one of the coaches over there on the sideline. I see the medic team down there. They're looking intently over there at the situation. I think they're going to go and check it out as some concerned parents come over to the sideline. But she is off the field now, and so they will have the substitution come in for the Phoenix. Grazzini on the drop kick. Was able to get some good distance there. Oh, nice collision. And now Minneapolis United is going to have to drop it back to their keeper. They don't like what they saw out there, and so they're going to have to switch it up. So for those of you who don't know, the red flag has gone up, and it's been up actually the entire day today. That means they'll institute water breaks in between both halves, and they have cut the halves short. In this case, 10 minutes. So all age groups, your halves got cut short 10 minutes. And finally, it looks as though the medical team has arrived and will treat the injured player. Once again, I could not get a number. I could not see a number. So as soon as I figure that out, I'll get that to you guys as soon as possible. Truscott now on the kick. Inbound on the near side here for the Phoenix. Jasmine Coular takes the inbound. Now it's a long run on the near side. Looking to cross, perhaps, is Kugler. Kugler on the left foot. And that's when that cross was knocked away. Good defending by Sherwood Park. Long run there by Ingrid Lundberg as she came up from her defensive position to try to keep that one in the possession of Minneapolis United. Both these teams very close as they are battling pretty much for every ball. It seems like every ball is a 50-50 ball, and here comes a long run. Is she going to be able to keep her off? No. Delana Friesen able to turn and fire. Gets off a shot, but a rather weak one. That's Grazzini able to handle that one with no problem. Minutes in right now to our second half, so coming up on a water break here shortly. You see that tripped up and a foul called against Sherwood Park. Minneapolis United will have the free kick. By the way, for those of you who don't know, today is Emma Barrett's birthday. As I can see it right here, 7/21. And a diving, outstretched arms just goes wide of the goalkeeper. So both teams getting their chances, now getting their shots, getting their corners. Corner kick number 4 on the way for Minneapolis United. It looks like we see more clouds coming up here over the horizon, and that should help cool things down a little bit. In fact, a lot of clouds, it looks like. Look, there's a shot. Oh, and she just missed. Minneapolis United will now check in one substitution. Ansley Atkinson was the one who had the shot. It appeared to be for Minneapolis United. Got it off on the side of her foot, so try to get it as accurate as possible. It just went a little wild on her, and it was over the net and out of play. Truscott will take the goal kick. Truscott will drive this one up ahead right towards the middle, and immediately someone there for the Minneapolis United, not giving up on this. Tripped up on the play, no call. They're going to let that one go. It looks, might have got all ball on that one. She definitely went down on the play, but Atkinson once again pressing for Minneapolis United. Not sure why the slowdown here for the goalkeeper. She was slow to pick up that one. Truscott acting like she was trying to kill off time. A situation that neither team would probably want to do, as no team has a goal so far, so no reason to kill off extra time. And now it looks like we were going to get our water break instituted at the halfway point. Once again, we will keep the clock rolling, as we'll get a 2-minute running time water break. So far on the game, Sherwood Park, the Phoenix, 4 shots and 1 corner. And for the Minneapolis United Inferno, 3 shots and 4 corners. Both teams having their chances so far, but no team has been able to find the back of the net. In fact, we are having quite the scoring drought. Our last game finished in a 0-0 tie as well. So this one, so far, zeros. As I mentioned, neither team has given up a goal so far in this one, or in this entire tournament. And that's holding true so far for this game as well. So according to the Weather Channel app I have on my phone, 83 degrees right now in Blaine. High of 97 for today. Excessive heat warning has been advised until 7 p.m. Central Time. And that is ending on Friday, not today, on Friday. So right now the wind at 17 miles an hour. Feels like 86 degrees out there. Humidity at 65%. The dew point at 70. UV index at a moderate level. So they get in their 2-minute water break, and looks like we're ready to return to action. No score between these two teams. The top 2 teams in Pool A, as they will be gearing up. I suppose both teams trying to stay healthy for the playoffs coming up tomorrow. Inbound on the near side here for the Phoenix. trying to break that scoreless tie. Alonzo Cruz trying to make something happen here, but the back line for the Minneapolis United says no way. Now this one moved over, ball jumped a little bit. Looks like the go-to person offensively for Minneapolis United in this one has been Ansley Atkinson, number 27. So once again, the Minneapolis United back line having to defend. LaFleur trying to get this one in. There's another race for the ball, chipped ahead. Atkinson doing a good job, starting to run, maybe, possibly. We're on the far side, knocked out of bounds as those two collided with each other. Now both players a little slow to get up. I think it was Botchery over there on the far side for the Phoenix. And hard to see a number here from that far for the Minneapolis United, Inferno. But it looks like both girls able to get up on their feet, and it looks as though they will stay in the game. Phoenix, I guess we'll check in a substitution here. It'll be one player on. Lone substitution, Nadia Kennedy checks in for the team from Alberta, Canada, making the trek all the way here to Blaine, Minnesota. As I mentioned, a good 1,200 miles if you're going to be driving. That would take you 18 plus hours. So a long freaking drive is what I'm trying to say. Minneapolis United with their back line controlling right now. Alex Balfour tripped up on the play as she's taken down by Lindsay Sellinger. It was more of a feet got tangled up, ball got tangled up, all that stuff got tangled up. No intention there. Inbounds on the near side. Kular with the header. And now the United decide they're going to go backwards, not able to keep that one in bounds, so maybe not the wisest choice there, putting it back instead of trying to go forward. Sherwood Park keeping the pressure on here. We're in second half action. We're in the 51st minute of play, going to 60. So not much time left for these teams as you see a foul called. A free kick coming for Sherwood Park as now teams trying to scramble a little bit, knowing that time is winding down as we're under 10 minutes to go in this one. Referee decides she will not back up that the wall that's looks like it's about 5 yards away. She got it over the wall, but no one there in white, and it goes out of play. Goal kick coming for the Inferno as they'll check in one substitution. Looks as though they'll get Natalia Henry back into the game for the Inferno. She is wearing the one jersey that's kind of a little bit different. It's more of a blue and black than it is a black and blue, and it doesn't have the yellow outlines on it. So let's see if she can make a difference out there as we get fresh legs onto the pitch for Minneapolis United. And then now we get a couple players that collided with each other. And so everybody just getting a little bit dinged up here. That one put right on. No problem for the keeper to make that save. Folks, I really urge and suggest you go to usacup.org. If you have any questions about the tournament, I think pretty much everything you can possibly find about the tournament will be on usacup.org. They have a lot of drop-down menus, including a link for Gamecast TV. They also have the Kick TV link. Latest news on the tournament, of course, any kind of weather. As you see, a corner kick was given up, so for Minneapolis United will be their 5th corner of the game. So schedules, results, all this stuff, standings, anything you can pretty much think of, the history of the tournament, it's all there on usacup.org, so I really suggest you go there and check it out. Look at this.